like to call remarks, Your Excellency.
Your Eminence, the Sultanate Council, distinguished dignitaries, ladies and gentlemen, permit me to His Eminence for accepting to receive this ECOWAS delegation today in Sokoto. I want to seize this opportunity to first of all present on ECOWAS and all ECOWAS institutions our best wishes for a happy new year to His Eminence, his illustrious family, and the entire Sultanate of Sokoto. I must say that for me it is an honor and a privilege to visit this beautiful city of Sokoto for the first time. And I was impressed by the glorious history of this Sultanate. Yesterday, we visited the museum where we could travel through the history of Sokoto and indeed the history of Nigeria. And I want to seize the opportunity to pay tribute to His Eminence for the support he has given for the preservation of the memory of our collective history. And we could notice this support because we were shown a photograph of him in his childhood. And we were impressed, and we know that he supports this museum, and we want to thank him very much for that. Secondly, let me recognize the valuable contribution of His Eminence to peace, security, and stability, not only in Nigeria, but also in the ECOWAS region. You know that our body, ECOWAS, is a grouping of all the 15 countries in West Africa. And the purpose is to promote economic development and prosperity for our people. But how can you promote development and prosperity without peace, stability, and security? This is the reason why peace and security is one of the fundamental goals of ECOWAS. And we are here today to pay a courtesy call to His Eminence, but above all, to request his support to the ECOWAS action towards maintaining peace and security in our region. And I would want to express here again the entire solidarity of ECOWAS to the people and government of Nigeria in their fight against terrorism and insecurity. And ECOWAS will be always available to bring its contribution to maintain peace and stability in Nigeria and our region. The purpose of our visit is to inform His Eminence that we, ECOWAS, we have decided that we should reach out to the religious leaders and request for their personal implication in the research of peace and stability and security in our region. In our protocols, ECOWAS protocols, we are requested to organize a meeting of all religious leaders of the 15 countries of ECOWAS. And we want to organize this meeting, inshallah, this year, 2015, which will also mark the 40th anniversary of ECOWAS. We want to gather all the religious leaders of ECOWAS countries. But in order to succeed in this meeting, we need the blessing and the support of His Eminence. So we came here today to request his support for this action and also to benefit from his advice on the way we should proceed. We are here also to request him to help us organize the leaders in West Africa. You know, for the Catholics, we have already an association on all the bishops of West Africa. They are now become an observer organization to ECOWAS. We want His Eminence also to help us organize all the leaders, all the Muslim leaders, so that we can have an interlocutor. So this is the purpose of our visit, and also, as I say, we come to benefit from his wisdom, his advice for how we are going to improve what we are doing in the service of our people in West Africa. So long live ECOWAS and long live the Sultanate of Sokoto. I thank you.
Our sister and brothers from ECOWAS, may the peace and blessing of the Almighty be upon us all. We're very, very happy, very, very delighted, and very, very thankful to Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for making it possible for our brother, the ECOWAS president, and his delegation to visit us this morning. We thank you most sincerely for organizing this visit. I want to assure you all what you have said, your requests to us, what we should do to help ECOWAS and our region. We will do so, inshallah. Because I am part of the ECOWAS family, having spent 4 years working in ECOWAS as the military liaison officer, having been part of the success story of ECOWAS in bringing peace to Liberia, Sierra Leone, and even Guinea-Bissau in those years. And I know how much hours we spent traveling and meetings day and night in various countries of our sub-region. So I'm always happy to associate with ECOWAS and with ECOWAS members. I still keep in touch with so many of them. And I look forward to one day that I will personally visit the ECOWAS Secretariat and interact with my colleagues there. We know the importance of integration, we know the importance of living together, and we know the importance of knowing what to do and when to do those things. If we're talking of development, as Your Excellency said, there must be peace and stability. And ECOWAS was really created to bring in development, integration, and thereby peace and stability in our sub-region. There used to be 16 countries before Mauritania pulled out. So it's a very good initiative that His Excellency raised about the meeting of religious leaders. And I also want to include also the meeting of traditional leaders of the sub-region. Most of us are both religious and traditional leaders of our various places. And we have so many well-known traditional leaders who could also contribute, because we have always found out traditional leaders have always been utilized positively in bringing peace to our communities, because the communities know them even before the colonialists came. Our caliphates, our empires, our kingdoms have existed long before the Europeans came and colonized us. And even when they came, they still ruled our various countries through the traditional institution. So I think it's important to also, for ECOWAS to also look into how they could change or review the mechanism for conflict resolution, which I had been part and parcel of formulating at the initial stage in Gambia when I was in ECOWAS, where we spent 3 weeks to come up with that document, from the experts to the foreign ministers to the heads of state, before the document was finally passed. So I'm very, very much aware of the content of that document, because I was part and parcel of it. But I think if it's reviewed to see how we can use religious and traditional leaders in bringing peace to our sub-region. So in case there's a possibility of reviewing it, I think you need to consider that, so that from time to time, even if it's during the Heads of State Summit, you can also invite some of the senior traditional leaders to be part of the summit and interact with everybody positively. Want to assure we'll give our total support. And talking of traditional, religious leaders meeting this year, we're very happy with that, because we have been meeting at various levels. In fact, we are doing meeting at world level. So meeting at our regional level is also very important for the fact that we are the ones who are having all the problems because we are developing nations. But if developed nations could imagine the contribution of religious leaders and bring everyone together, why shouldn't regional bodies do so? It's a very good initiative you have brought up and will support you. But we have African Council of Traditional Religious Leaders, ACRL, in which I am a patron, and Cardinal Nayakon is and himself and the Sheikh of Uganda are the co-moderators of the body. So we'll look at how we can use that body, but there are so many West African leaders in that body, how we can come together. We'll reach out to them. Once we know the timing, the period they are thinking of the meeting, of the coming together, we'll be able to reach out to them and establish that communication on the need to have that meeting. And also using your office and that of your commissioner, see how we can reach out to other traditional leaders in the sub-region that we will also meet. The long and short of it is that we are always very ready to do whatever it takes to bring peace to our sub-region. And also I believe ECOWAS too is working very hard to see peace being restored fully in all parts of Nigeria. Because I know Nigeria is ECOWAS. Without Nigeria, definitely there won't be ECOWAS, since we are the country with the highest population, the highest income per capita and whatever. So there's need for ECOWAS to look into how you can also come in and support our government in fight against insurgency and terrorism and other criminal activities. I know there used to be a moratorium on small arms. I don't know what happened to it, because there's so much smuggling of small arms all over the sub-region in particular because of our porous borders. You need to look into that also and see what you can do as a body, even at head of state level, to come to the aid of our country so that we can have total peace. We need to support as we go into elections early next year, next February, and I believe elections will come and go, inshallah, and Nigeria will remain. And as we're expecting our president to come, we believe we'll hear so much from him. But we would like to thank you most sincerely, welcome you. We've been looking forward to the visit, even though it's been postponed once or twice. And with that, you know, you have heard about the Sokoto Caliphate. You have seen some of the workings of the Sokoto Caliphate leaders. I want to give you some books. First, there's a book I wanted compiled on leadership, the sayings of our leaders, of our founders on leadership. We call it Principles of Leadership according to Sokoto Caliphate leaders. There you find a lot of things that you could, a leader could use in his day-to-day working. I will present that book to you, which I have already signed as your personal copy, and also another 4 copies for other library and other members, because I know there's a library in your course. I'll present you another book also. We call it War and Peace, the Uses and Abuses of Jihad. It was a book written by so many, well-known Muslim authors, and I happened to write the foreword for the book. They are not Nigerians, but they approached me, and I wrote the foreword for the book. After the book was published, printed, they sent so many copies to me. So I reserved some, so that when I have VIPs like you, and especially in an area where people don't understand what jihad is all about, what war and peace in Islam mean, I will always give that book to them. And then one of the most important works we have ever done, in this Sultanate, was putting together the writings of our Caliphate leaders. Most of the books they wrote covered peace, religion, medicine, zoology, everything, so many things you can think of over 200 years ago. We now started working and put those, started looking for those books. We got about 315 of the books. We now commissioned a team that worked on first 100 books, which we now translated into English and Hausa. So most of them were in Arabic and Fulfulde, our most famous language. But the committee worked and translated the books into English and Hausa for our leaders across the globe. We printed the first 100 books, and we will present a copy to you first as your personal copy. Then that's a volume. A volume is about 24 books. Then another 2 volumes for the ECOWAS library for people to now go through and read what these leaders said. We are about to begin the second phase of the work, printed another 100 books, and inshallah we'll bring as many books as possible into the world. Because so many people really didn't know that those people were scholars of high repute. And so I'll present you these 3 publications. And then also another one that I want to present to you, so that I'll finish my speech, is what we normally give our guests. Another work which is famous here in Sokoto. To give it to you, it's a private one with your name inscribed. So you can either be in your office, so that when you finish your job, you can take it home. You can put it in your house. It's a personal gift from us to you, to thank you for visiting us, to commemorate your visit to us today. So we look forward to seeing more of you on either in ECOWAS, in Abuja, or anywhere. So you are most welcome on board. May you have a safe flight back to Abuja. Thank you for coming. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
You that we will fully take into account the advice you have just given us. Indeed, it is quite right to associate with traditional leaders. We are going to do so. And also, we are going to revise our protocols on peace and security. The last summit, the last Abuja summit, has instructed us to convene an expert meeting to review all our protocols relating to peace and stability in order to strengthen our mechanism for prevention of crisis in West Africa. Indeed, we will incorporate and strengthen the role of religious and traditional leaders into the ECOWAS activities. As far as the small arms supervision is concerned, I am sure that the Commissioner, Salamatu Suleiman, here present, who is in charge of this protocol, can testify that it is working. We are monitoring the circulation of small arms in our region. No member state of ECOWAS can import light ammunition or armament without the certificate of ECOWAS. So we are following this closely in order to avoid the circulation of small arms in our region. For our next meeting, we will let you know the dates, but the Commissioner is organizing in April a meeting of all ECOWAS ministers of culture to prepare this meeting of religious and traditional leaders. And to this meeting, we want to ask Your Eminence to send a delegate to represent you and to help us prepare this meeting towards the end of the year. We are envisioning October, November, or December for the traditional leaders. Before then, we'll prepare in April through a meeting of ECOWAS ministers of culture. And we would want to, next week, to invite you to send a delegation to represent you at this meeting. The Commissioner can handle that. So let me conclude by presenting to Your Eminence a few gifts that we have brought. And this comprises this personal present for Your Eminence and your distinguished spouse. for peace. And we have also brought here a lot of ECOWAS text, which you already know because you are part of those who drafted some of them, and we want to leave them with you so that you continue supporting ECOWAS and also helping us to improve in our activities, and request you to continue to support ECOWAS and to continue to support peace, stability, and security in West Africa. So it is our honor to visit Sokoto, and we look forward to maybe coming back here again, because we were very delighted with our stay in Sokoto. So I want to thank you once again very much in advance.